Yikes, you be like, hey yo, what's the price? Yikes, when it come to me, I do nothing twice. Yikes, 223, got you taking.
Police are investigating tonight after a well-known bounty hunter was shot serving a warrant.
We need backup. We need backup. He's bleeding. We need an ambo here.
Somebody my house up for no reason.
There's guns in the house. They're in the backyard. They already start shooting shots. Police right now.
We walked out our house and somebody said freeze with a ski mask on and started shooting at us.
I'm sorry, we are terrified.
I got an agent hit. He's been shot. Got wound to the stomach. You ain't gonna die on my watch, bro. Don't panic. We don't want you bleeding more.
Thursday, October 11th, 2024. Akron police responded to it around 8:15 p.m. in the 1100 block of 7th Avenue. Officers arrived to discover a man suffering from a gunshot wound to the abdomen. The victim, identified by Akron police as Frank Frazier, also known as Bounty Tank, was transported to the hospital in serious condition.
Police are investigating tonight after a well-known bounty hunter was shot serving a warrant.
Bounty hunters, they have a dangerous job when they go after fugitives, and that proved to be true in Akron. As a warrant was being served, shots rang out.
Now, this happened around 8 o'clock last night on 7th Avenue in East Akron.
Several bounty hunters showed up at a home on 7th Avenue in Akron when suddenly shots were fired. One of them, a 37-year-old man, was hit.
Officers arrived to discover one of the bail bondsmen was in fact struck while trying to serve a warrant of an individual that they believe was inside the residence.
It is understandable to be confused when somebody shows up at your house in the middle of the night unannounced with guns drawn. Well, a surprise is what a bounty hunter does, and this time it sent one of them to the hospital who's now fighting for his life.
News 5's Clay Lepard tells us calls from inside and from outside that house where the shooting took place, they tell very different stories.
We understand that someone at the rear of the property fired multiple shots, and one of those shots hit the victim.
Tank is known for his unique approach to bounty hunting showcased on his hit web series, Bounty Tank, which has amassed over 782,000 subscribers and millions of views.
I'm the bondsman.
What the f did you bust out my window for?
Well, I didn't mean to bust out your window.
Oh, you paying for this shit?
No, I'm not.
Police said that the shooting occurred when the men approached the house while trying to serve a warrant to an individual they believe was inside of the home. Police confirmed that they recovered shell casings at the scene, but said that it's still not clear who fired the shots, and no arrests have been made in connection to the.
We need backup. We need backup. I got an agent hit. He's been shot. Got wound to the stomach. You ain't gonna die on my watch, bro. Don't panic. We don't want you bleeding more.
Police have identified that bail bondsman that was shot, taken to the hospital, and is fighting for his life as 37-year-old Frank Frazier.
We are on to defender number 2.
Frazier is known by many as Bounty Tank, with a popular show on YouTube and amassing more than 1 million followers on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
I've been 55, 7 down. Somebody my house up for no reason. There's a shot flying through my house. You know, right now. Right now.
I'm just trying to stay hidden behind something.
A woman whispering in hopes of staying safe, calling from inside the house where the agents showed up.
Anyone in your home been hit at all?
Is anybody hit? Is anybody hit? Is anybody hit? Nobody's hit. Nobody's hit.
It's quiet now along 7th Avenue in Akron, but on Thursday night, that was not the case.
He's bleeding. We need an ambo here.
911 calls detail confusion and chaos as police say a warrant being served by bail bondsmen ended with gunshots.
There were at least 5 adults in the house at the time when the police arrived. They called those individuals out, and at least 2 subjects were detained, and a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old, and they both were sent to the respective facilities for unrelated warrants.
However, calls from inside and around that house say something else.
Somebody my house up for no reason.
There's guns in the house. They're in the backyard. They already start shooting shots. Police right now.
We walked out our house and somebody said freeze with a ski mask on and started shooting at us.
I'm sorry, we are terrified.
We understand that someone at the rear of the property fired multiple shots, and one of those shots hit the victim. He's still in the hospital we're told in serious condition.
It's not clear at this time who fired the shots that hit Frazier. Police did detain an 18-year-old and 16-year-old with outstanding warrants from that house. And they say they did find shell casings as well.
The nature of this incident leaves a lot of questions like, was this a stand your ground or castle law incident where people have the right to protect themselves from intruders, or was it a fugitive just trying to evade being captured? Captain Miller says there are lots of unanswered questions, and this investigation definitely is continuing.
And we're told no one has been arrested yet in connection with the shooting Thursday night.
Our thoughts and prayers go out to Bounty Tank and the Frazier family. You know, and even though this is unfortunate, based on posts made to social media by Floyd, it do appear that Tank gonna pull through. But let me know y'all thoughts on this one, man. And don't forget to give a video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you feeling the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I got more videos coming. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one.
Yikes, you be like, hey yo, what's the price? Yikes, when it come to me, I do nothing twice. Yikes, 223, got you taking